Ooh, yeah. What's up, everybody? We are live to a very special edition of the Two Horseman Podcast. We were back after a small week hiatus. It was Valentine's Day week, so we had to get all lovey-dovey with our significant others. But now we're back to wrestle with the truth, the undivided truth, and give you the best wrestling talk in the industry today. And I can't go on any further without introducing the team that makes this the show it is. Of course, my wise man, my counsel. He is the pharaoh of Christian Mingle. That's right, the POCM of this thing. My brother, Big Gerald. How you doing today, brother?
Man, every day is a great day, especially when we talking this wrestling thing. I got opinions, I got notes. I can't wait.
We got a bunch of stuff as far as his wrestling game. And of course, he's back again. He is the founder of Cal Jones Sports Unfiltered. He is my brother in arms. You've seen him on Down in the Den After Dark. You've seen him on Down in the Den. You've seen him on Keeping Up with the Cal Jones and, of course, Blow the Whistle Sports. He is a novice to this wrestling game, but he is learning. We're going to get him by the time this first season ends. He's going to be at a WrestleMania with us. I promise you this. He is the one and only Cal Jones. How you doing today, brother?
What's up? What's up? I got notes too. I can't wait to take notes on all this silly stuff y'all gonna say today. This gonna be fun.
This is like a wrestling anti-hero.
He's the Punisher of wrestling. And we're bringing in a special guest. This isn't a triple threat anymore. This is a fatal four-way. I'm bringing in my man, Justin. We are going to talk about some pro wrestling today. Justin is the little brother of the queen of Mars Media, Nikki New. You've seen her on and he said, damn it, I want to get in on this wrestling talk too. So we were more than happy to bring. You might have a tag team partner, Cal, because both of y'all haven't watched this wrestling game in a while. But we're going to talk about it. Please, brother, introduce yourself and let the people know your name and where they can find you on social media.
Hey man, my name is Justin. I don't got no social media because I don't really do social media like that. But I'm just here to talk. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, Sean. Appreciate it, Mars. You know what I'm saying, for bringing me in for the conversation.
Of
You know what I'm
course.
saying? I really appreciate it, man.
He's got the Hogan pre-rip wife beater on, ready to go. So at any given time,
I'm ready to go, man.
We're ready to go. We're ready to go. So, man,
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock.
It's been 2 busy weeks since we've been gone. So I've taken the liberty, as we always do, to give you some context. I've broken down some clips.
Okay.
About the clips. We're going to talk about what's going on in the world of professional wrestling. But we got a comment before we already started.
Okay. Woo.
Woots.
Are you mad? Okay.
All right, Nikki.
Okay. All right, Nick.
Woots.
Hey, Nikki.
She's going to be up here soon because I got her in this wrestling game too. So.
Oh, yeah? Oh, man.
She love it. She love it. So first, let's get this first clip because it's been a busy week, and it's busy 2 weeks, and it started.
Here's a life lesson, kids. If you hesitate, your moment's gonna move on, and that's what's happened to Cody Rhodes. It's no longer his decision. It's now your tribal chief's decision. I choose The Rock.
All right, so man, what's the saying about plans? If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. It was all set. The Rock faces Roman, Cody versus Seth, and the WWE universe was like, hell to the nah. We don't want to see The Rock. They completely turned on The Rock. It's turned this into probably the most interesting story in years. So first, let's talk about this. Big Gerald, of course, as a specialist on this. Do you think it was wise for them to give up this opportunity and backpedal and give the people a Cody match? Or do you think they should have just go ahead and pushed through and did the Rock versus Roman match?
No, they did the right thing. I think with the outcry from the crowd right now, the biggest thing you did not want to do is put Roman in the box again to where they just booed him. He's your top drawer. Everything you needed. The Rock is coming in. He's taking over some pivotal roles. You want the audience to be on your side. And there's never, since they've done the Royal Rumble, been anyone who's given up their spot for WrestleMania for anyone. They wouldn't have survived it, especially with the landscape they got going on behind the scenes. I think it was a smart move. The questionable thing I'll talk about later is what they decided to do with The Rock once the audience was like, we don't want him, we want Cody.
Now, Kyle,
Hollywood Rock.
have you been keeping up with? Because at this point, it's not even just wrestling fan news; it's entertainment news. It's out there. Have you been keeping up with this move that WWE has made?
Yeah, and y'all may be surprised by this. I actually disagree with Gerald. I don't like wrestling right now in this social media age. They're letting everybody dictate how to write scripts. And when did that become good? Like, when did we start writing movies? Why would you want to go see a movie that you had input on to write? What's the surprise about it? I think the thing that made it great back in the days was you didn't know what was going to happen. You thought you had an angle of what's going to happen, and then something totally different happened. And it seemed like that's what happened here. Everybody thought it would be Cody and Roman. And then when The Rock came, it was like, well, that's not what we expected. Who wants to see something? It's already scripted. And then now you want to script the script. I don't get this. I think you played a dangerous game when you start catering too much to your audience, because you're going to take the element of surprise out and people are going to get bored with it.
No, that's definitely a valid point. Now, Justin, when was the last time that you were like definitely into wrestling where it was like must see viewing?
Man. I mean, I might feel old, but it might have been like maybe 2005, 2006, somewhere around there.
So that's still after the Attitude Era, but right in the what era was that, Big Gerald?
That was like John
Ruthless,
Cena, right?
the beginning of Ruthless Aggression when they was pouring John Cena down our throat.
Yeah, John Cena. Yeah, John Cena. I was a big John Cena. I was in that big John Cena era. So, you know what I'm saying? When John Cena was winning
He still
everything.
had the chain on, talking about
Yeah,
Thug
he still
Life.
had the chain. Yeah, Thug Life. Yeah, Thugonomics. You know what I'm saying? He dropped the album and all that. You know what I'm saying? That was when I was really into wrestling.
He dropped the album called Thugonomics.
I think so, something like that. He dropped the album. I know he dropped the album.
He definitely dropped the album, and I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe it went platinum if I'm not mistaken.
It did. He definitely did. John Cena definitely did. He had a rap album out.
His single was Thugonomics.
See,
Thug Life. This is greatest Thugonomics.
Yeah, see? Yeah, I think it was something there. See, yeah, it might have been like around that time. So yeah, but my favorite wrestler is Edge though.
Okay, Adam Copeland. All right, that's fair enough. Fair enough.
Edge is my favorite wrestler.
He's still wrestling.
Yeah, he's still going strong. He's still going strong.
I don't know about the going strong part, but
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going strong, but yeah, Edge was definitely my favorite wrestler. He still is my favorite wrestler to this day. So.
He's definitely going somewhere. Now, another pro wrestling fan, Ice Cube's son, he is a huge pro wrestling fan. He tweeted this that day, and I had to screenshot it. I don't know if this hit a little too close to home, being in Philadelphia with the Will Smith thing, with the smacking the shit out of Cody. But I mean, I loved it, and I think I might have a clip of the smack that shook the world. Let's see if I have that. He smacked the shit out of Cody. I know Cody was like, "Come on, man, we didn't go over it that hard."
Nah, he took it a little too far.
Yeah, he took it a little too far.
Check out this clip.
And when you're talking about his blood, you're talking about my blood. So now we have a problem. This is bull crap. I'll slap the piss out of you again.
Rocky went on full Vin Diesel mode. He got the tightest wife beater he could find, and the tightest.
Ain't no.
Can I say something real quick?
Of course.
Somebody slap me like that. You got to see me, man. I ain't gonna. I can't let that rock. You smack me like that. You gonna have to see me, man. That was. that was personal. I feel like that was real personal.
Go ahead, Cal. I see something on your mind burning.
I can't do this, man. I may not even make it to this episode. See me and tell me them two dudes held all them guys back. Like it wasn't even like he got slapped like he slapped like a prostitute and like two dudes. Let me get him. Let me get him.
Listen, no. So first of all, you took out my mouth. There's no one on that stage big enough to stop The Rock from doing whatever the hell he want to do anyway. And he didn't move an inch.
The little dude pushing Cody.
Listen, you notice nobody was in front of Roman or The Rock.
Nope.
They went to him because they were like, okay, we stop you from going over to get hurt. he's not that boy that sounded off. Do you know how hard you gotta get hit for it to sound off in an arena? Mind you, they're in an arena.
Sounding like a prostitute.
Listen, and then he gotta talk about, I can't believe you let him hit me. What?
He was walking to the locker room.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to smack? That's what he hit him with.
Golly, and you know,
I've never seen in my life.
And you know the Rock done got so big, so wrestling, you know, it's capable. So he don't even know how hard he's supposed to hit nobody no more. He slapped that boy for real. His gators went completely off the ground. He got back up like, I can't believe it happened.
And Big Joe, you seen him walking towards the locker room, right? I want him, but he was walking the other way.
Listen, I'm telling folks now. We seen The Rock in the Jinder Mahal thing, see how winded he got. But we talking about a brawl with shoes on. This is The Rock's alley right here.
Yeah.
That boy didn't, he just slapped the bleach out that boy had. He didn't want no more problems with The Rock.
He slapped his last name off. He went back to Cody after he was done. I'm Cody moving on. I deserve the last name. Oh,
That was funny.
So
that's like the old WWE right there. That's like
yes.
I mean, attitude stuff.
Well, if you like that, just wait to the next Wait to the next clip. I know Mark's got it ready.
We've talked about it previously with them moving to Netflix. They won't have sponsors that they have to answer to. And The Rock having such a high position now, pretty much this is his baby now. So he wants this to be as profitable as possible because those are the stock options that he already has $30 million in stock options. If the company gets, even more valuable for his bottom line, he can end up making more money than he does on some of his movies. So I think he's going to be around a lot longer than we anticipated. This is a great opportunity for him to just build the brand. But if this is what we're going to get, more of that attitude era, maybe taking away some of the sexuality after Vince, they're going to have to be very careful in that element. I think, I'm on for the ride. I just want to see Slap one more time, though.
And when you're talking about his blood, you're talking about my blood. So now we have a problem.
Paul Heyman said, "Oh."
Why I sound like The Rock been smoking Marlboros?
Hey man, just question to you guys, big WWE fans. How you guys feel about the move going to Netflix?
I'm a fan.
Smart.
Yeah, I'm a fan. No commercial breaks. That's a good thing. I think it's more accessible because if you are someone like me who streams, I cut the cord maybe 10 years ago. Sometimes it can be hard to find the apps to stream it on certain things. Everybody has Netflix. You have Netflix on your remote on most TVs nowadays. So I think it's going to be business-wise huge for them. And it allows them not to have to answer to sponsors, which for us, when the bill's already paid, you have freedom to be as creative as you want to. You know that 500 million is coming in like clockwork every year. So I'm interested. I'm all for it. We're still going to have SmackDown on USA, so I'm all for it personally.
Yep.
Okay. So there's gonna be no more pay-per-views though. No more.
Oh yeah, there'll still be premium live events.
Okay. Okay.
Globally, the premium live events will come on Netflix. But for us, until 2026, they'll still be on Peacock. So if you have Peacock, you'll still watch those premium live events on Peacock.
And something else to think about, with the potential, because they've been talking about it for the past 4 days. Peacock and Paramount Plus is supposed to be merging.
Right.
So that is, that means
CBS?
Yeah.
I know, ain't that crazy?
Listen, they got blocked that. They can't let that happen. That's another episode.
We talking about money.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said if Disney can buy Fox, they're definitely not going to block that.
Okay. So basically, as long as you got Netflix, you can still see the pay-per-views and everything like that.
Yeah. What you would have to do in 2026, you would have to do it on a
Peacock.
You just get one of those ISPs, not ISPs. What do you call it? Those like Nord VPN.
NordVPN. Yeah.
VPN, and that would access the pay-per-views if you don't have Peacock. If not, you can still just watch it on Peacock. Look at this man.
Yeah, that's a smart move, man.
That's a face of a man that didn't know he was going to get that shit out of him in the next couple of days. So the next clip I have, oh man, I can't wait to bring this one up. All right. Sorry, the boy's blind. I should have had these things numbered. So now we see Cody.
But it is not your right, it is not your distinction to determine the main event. It is mine. I won the Royal Rumble. And Rock, we had a wonderful conversation. I had many conversations. I have made my decision. At WrestleMania 40, in the main event, I choose you, Roman Reigns.
That's very weird. There was a lot of back shuffling there of them trying to fix the story because he had literally just came out of SmackDown show and said, I'm going to take everything from you, not at WrestleMania, to only come back 2 days later and be like, I choose you, Pikachu. It's kind of weird to be just backpedaling. Clearly, they're trying to, like Cal said, fall to the will of the people and do what they want to do. But where does that leave The Rock? That's my biggest question. Where do you think this leaves The Rock? So we know we're getting Cody versus Roman for sure. That's happening. Rock has now turned heel. Where does The Rock fit in at Mania? Where would you put him on the card? Or do you even put him on the card?
So he'll go on the card. So because the WWE is clamoring right now, like I said, the whole thing with Vinnie Mac kind of turned the whole industry on its heel, and they're trying to push for something because with that negative press, they didn't need nothing else to go bad. So if you notice the past couple of episodes, Seth has now been in Cody's corner talking about, I'll come out there with you. So I'm believing what they're going to do on night one is going to be Seth and Cody Rhodes versus The Rock and Roman in a tag match, which lets The Rock go out there. But as we've seen when he faced Jinder Mahal, I don't believe in his 50s The Rock can pull off a wrestling match on his own. So this kind of protects him as long as giving Cody the advantage, because if something was to happen Roman night one, we know that the second night two, is going to be Cody versus Roman for the title. And so now if Cody wins, it's like, oh, well, I had to wrestle 2 nights in a row. See what I mean? So it'll give it the option for the crowd to see him finish his story without diminishing Roman to a degree. And then once you get you got to give him a blow off match, which they'll probably do at SummerSlam. Oh, what's the one they call something after WrestleMania? They did a premium live event. Yep. And they'll probably let him get that. Cody will win clean. But this also moves Rock back into an important role. Like, hey, we took over wrestling, but Vince McMahon was the wrestling mind. That's why we kept him. That's why we put him in the position he was in. The Rock knows wrestling. We all know that. So this gives him a chance to give him his WrestleMania match, move him back in a position that they need in order to move forward. Because of what they're not going to do is go out there and hire Kevin Dunn. But I'll talk about that when we get on that in a minute.
What do you think they should do with The Rock at WrestleMania? Do you think it'd be a triple threat match? Do you think make him a special referee? Do you think your host? Where do you guys think he should fit in there?
Me personally, I think they should when the match come up, they should surprise him and make The Rock go against Cody Rhodes. But everybody don't find out until WrestleMania. I don't know if they can pull something off like that, but I think the people will like it. I don't know, but it's just something I don't like. I think The Rock don't like being a bad person, like in real life. Like I think he likes being popular because I can't believe they went back on this move. You can't run a business like that. Like if you run the business by what everybody thinking, what does finish the story mean? Okay, so he gets the title, and then what's there left to look up to? Cody won the titles. What are we gonna do now?
Take it off of him at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and then like. I don't know what to do.
You actually,
right.
Yeah, look, you bring up a valid point, which was exactly what I was going to get to when Mars showed the clip from SmackDown the other night. The Rock, as everyone sees him right now, not only is he a philanthropist, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. He's running this, and to make him pull up a heel persona for a crowd who knows everything he does, because we're in a social media age now, it's going to be hard to push him as a bad guy. They'll boo him just because, but like you said, somebody who hasn't been watching wrestling, they're going to look and laugh. We'll talk about. I'm stepping on my own premise for the next video, but yeah, you bring up a valid point. It's hard to make him a heel.
Nah, you good. I was just gonna say something. Wasn't The Rock a heel like back in the day? Wasn't he a heel?
Oh yeah. I mean, his best to me, his best heel Rock, corporate Rock, Hollywood Rock. Those three versions of The Rock were my favorite when he was calling everybody trailer trash. And my favorite wrestle moment of all time is when he threw Stone Cold over the bridge. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, I think I remember that one. Yeah.
He's like, oh, you piece of trash. Threw him over the Rudy Blue Bridge over the Intercontinental title. Favorite moment of all time. So, I mean, you're absolutely right. But that was 1996 versus 2024, where this is the guy who they literally said could probably win the presidential nomination if he so ran. I don't know if it's going to work, although outfits like this me to believe.
my boy Versace down, man. My boy Versace down, man. He fresh.
And you know that 270-pound man ain't got no Versace that fit him. That is custom made. Look at that.
Cost some money, man. Look at that Versace.
That vest is so snug, it got his nipples held in. Like one of them dresses when they put the tape on it so you don't see the titty nipples. That's all happening right now. That vest snug, this motherfucker.
He got the J-Lo green dress from
the But that's what we're talking about. He's built the reputation ever since he's got out of wrestling. He's the great guy. Oh, pat a child on the head. Oh, let's go to Hawaii and get this money. Oh, he don't let me fight at WrestleMania. Now I'm gonna start calling everybody trailer trash. Your name is built and surrounded by positivity. Now you're telling people in Salt Lake to shut up.
I think he was a heel though. He could be a heel because he could have played off of that Hawaii stuff that didn't go
Well,
over good with him and Otis.
we finna show you the clip, and then you tell me if he can still be a heel.
Yeah, so speaking of that,
Oh,
you
what a
know,
segue.
Big Gerald, funny man. You funny, Big Gerald. You funny man.
I got this clip and I wanted to really get riled up, but it seems like he was just going nowhere. And this isn't the whole clip for copyright purposes, but I got enough that we can base it just of his heel promo. So let's check it out and what we think about this.
If you're some man, no. Salt Lake City, sing along with The Rock is over. You lost that privilege. Sit there and shut your mouth and enjoy the ride that The Rock is taking you on. If you're some man, what the Bloodline is cooking.
Yeah.
Look at the cringe on your faces.
It didn't work for me. It didn't give me
Oh man. I mean, I kind of remember The Rock back in the day when he was, you know what I'm saying, kind of acting like that, like, hey man, shut your pie hole up, and this and that, and I don't think he could be like that right now, just because how everybody views him right now in that light. Like you can't be that type of guy right now.
So y'all remember when you didn't have the expectations on you when you were The Rock, when you were coming in, you were getting popular, but they put you with the Nation of Domination to be this person, or when you first became Hollywood Rock, there was nothing behind you other than he was a great wrestler.
Right.
So now, as a great philanthropist and give everybody a chance at $7 and you pour your story out, you come back, you got the tight vest on, and you tell the people of Salt Lake how to be a heel. You like, you guys broke a record. You got the most trailer trash ever in one stadium.
He is not a
That don't make you a heel. That make you a comic book character. It's hard. Because we watched it so long, it's hard to look at him. Other than it's going to be hard. He has to do something outlandish for people to boo him. He's not even going to get as much heat as Dominic. Dominic Mysterio he's going to be ultra heat. It's cringy to watch him do this. Can he pull it off? It's The Rock. I mean, he's ultra popular, so he can do pretty much anything he wants. He's a director over the WWE, but as far as us as wrestling fans, y'all have a view of The Rock from the past. Every time The Rock has come back, he has been a good guy. Even when he fought John Cena in WrestleMania when he hurt himself, everybody was booing John Cena because booing good guys was the thing to do. Ask Roman. Now here he is. He's supposed to be a heel. You'd better off having Dominic Mysterio go out there and cut promos for The Rock.
The most heel thing he's done since he came back was this presentation he did at the press conference when he came up with the PowerPoint prep showing the bloodline. I was like, did he just pull his 23andMe up? This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. He's related to Rikishi, and Rikishi is my cousin. I was like, who is this shit on your family tree? Most of these guys are bums. You were not making it. I saw Deuce from Deuce and Domino. Do you remember Deuce and Domino, Big Gerald? I didn't even know he was playing an Italian guy the whole time. But I guess Samoans can be any race they want to be. They tend to just. Yokozuna wasn't Japanese.
Remember in that one movie, they had Peter Maivia play a Japanese bad guy.
Yeah, you know Hollywood. They're like, make up on him. Ideally, if he had the heart issue, I would have loved to see Rock Triple H one more time. That little confrontation they had, that was Chef's kiss right there.
okay, maybe I'm missing something. I thought The Rock had a heel turn like 2 weeks ago because every post I seen, they was killing The Rock about the Cody Rhodes thing. So they couldn't just play off of that and lead it all the way up to WrestleMania and just make him a heel.
So the thing was, it wasn't that he was a heel. The reason why they was at his neck was because they pretty much are saying because of his position of power, he bullied his way into the match against Roman Reigns for the Bloodline. And so, like you said, because the audience didn't like it, they backpedaled on that, and now him and Roman are family because they're talking about his family. But you're gonna team with the guy that bullied his cousins into being part of the family. He kicked Jay and Jimmy's ass just so they could be part of the Bloodline, and that don't make you mad. He choked. Go ahead.
No, but I'm saying, all right, once he kicked Cody out, right? He just like called him a bum. He could have insulted the Rhodes family name. Like I think they could have played off of that. And he just said, "I'm gonna just do whatever I want to do. I'm The Rock. Like I do whatever I want to do around here." He could change rules. He can change matches. I think they could have played off of that and made him a true heel. So people were hitting him in real life for what he did to Cody Rhodes.
They were sending his daughter death threats.
They should have played off of that.
And I think because he said, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure we don't win. Although there's some rumors saying that he was actually pointing at Roman when he said that. I don't know. But he can really play up his power. He's the most powerful guy in the company right now. And he can really, people hate corporate. He can kind of do a cartoonish effect of like, hey, not saying his name, I learned best about how to abuse my power. So nobody abuses my power like Vince. It's like, your clothes. Oh yeah, that's what I want to see. So I mean, if he takes that creepy element out and just do that, he could be the new Vince that actually could somewhat go. Vince that can actually slap the shit out of you.
Okay, so what? So is Roman still fighting The Rock, or is he fighting Cody?
He's fighting Cody.
He's fighting Cody now. Okay.
And now The Rock is joining forces with Roman, who's his real life cousin. She should have been on his side in the beginning.
Right. Okay. So now it's getting weird now. Like y'all should just stuck to the script. Like, all right, y'all said Rock and Roman. Y'all do what y'all do. Y'all cut Cody out, but now it's not happening. So yeah, now it's weird.
Yeah,
because they could use. I looking in, I was like, all right, so y'all did all that. Y'all cut all that promo for what? To get everybody all up in arms, get everybody upset. Now it don't make no sense.
Because Cody could have finished his story any other time. I mean, when you think about it, he's the biggest baby face in WWE right now, especially since CM Punk came back and got hurt immediately. There's nobody else to really cheer for.
Oh, I got a question about CM Punk. What's going on with him? I heard he be in and out, he be in and out. What's going on with him?
You got no time?
Yeah.
You got about 10 years.
Somebody please fill me in on CM Punk.
CM Punk, he had signed to another promotion called AEW. He had issues with wrestlers over there, as he's had in the past. They fire him. WWE rehires him. They're gonna put him in the Royal Rumble because they were gonna put him against Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins don't like him for real. But that would have made more money at WrestleMania to see that match. And in the midst of him having a match, he tore his tricep. Which Mars, it was the same tricep he tore before.
I thought it was. So it's recurring. And now he's pretty much doing this.
All right, let's cause some trouble. You need to go through my things?
No, sir.
No? All right, great. I feel good, except for, this 1 week post-surgery, and I'm pissed it's not 100% yet. I know that's not how it works, but it doesn't make me any less mad.
So like Big Gerald said, literally 1 week tears his tricep off the bone. Again, the same tricep that he tore less than a year ago. So yeah, he's on the shelf for another 8 to 9 months.
So, and I'm gonna be honest, and y'all can. This has been something that we've all, as wrestling fans or people who are coming back into wrestling, have had an issue with. We got all these young up and coming stars that we can build. There's amazing talent on NXT, and we're taking a 40-plus-year-old man because of his name and putting him in a match and expecting his body to hold up. He wasn't healthy in AEW. Every time he fought in a match, he got hurt. He messed his ankle up, tore his tricep. He was never healthy unless he was fighting people behind the scenes. And so you're hiring him back because of his name. Make him a commentator. Because again, we scolded AEW for still letting Paul White, aka the Big Show, and Chris Jericho fight still. Like, we're doing the same thing. The Rock is 51. I know he's in amazing shape, but the last time he was in a wrestling ring, he tore his whole, what was it? His
Doctor.
Yeah, he tore that completely off. And so in 51, oh man, he ain't gonna hurt himself next time. No, put him in a tag match, let him come in, drop the people's elbow, do a rock bottom, get the hell out of there, so we can be done with this.
Especially when you haven't been doing it on a consistent basis. They build up calluses on their bodies from taking these bumps over and over. So you just live in the lap, living the lap of luxury, getting pampered and the best chefs, and then you're gonna try to put yourself in this carnival stuff again, and you're a billionaire. As soon as his back hits that mat, something's gonna pull, rip, tear, and now we're not gonna get black.
Well, we not gonna get that shit no way.
We should have seen Black Adam. We made it come back. So that brings us to the next pay-per-view, the men's, well, not the men's Elimination Chamber, but the Elimination Chamber match in Perth. And this is pretty much going to decide who fights Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. And you propose that he maybe cat match might be double duty. Who do you think should be facing Seth Rollins at WrestleMania? Who do you think is the guy to go against? And don't forget the caveat that Priest has the Money in the Bank suitcase, which he can use at any time. But of those competitors that you see here, who do you think deserves the which I thought would be a main event, but might not be if Rock is going to fight night one? Who do you think should get it?
Anybody else want to go first? Because I got a spin on this.
Man, all them dudes are like
Yeah, I thought you liked Kevin Owens.
Who?
Kevin Owens.
Oh, they probably should just skip the whole thing,
man.
Who's that
dude? That's Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre.
Randy Orton. Oh, I'm good. Man.
Go ahead, brother.
Now I got a question for you guys. Obviously, me not being big into the wrestling like how I used to be. Obviously, seeing Logan Paul, you know what I'm saying, doing this wrestling thing. Obviously, seeing his brother doing the boxing thing. How do you think he's doing so far in the wrestling world?
We actually had a conversation about this a couple weeks ago. From an athletic standpoint, I think the Paul brothers are tremendous athletes. He's in the matches that he's done so far, he's done a tremendous job. He can pull off any move you give him, uber athletic, and he is a heel. He gets the microphone and people boo, and it's natural. So from a talent standpoint, this is his wheelhouse. And he's learning as he go, but man, if you get a chance, go back and look at some of his matches. He does a tremendous job. Now, they shouldn't let Bad Bunny wrestle no more, but we'll talk about that.
I think he's in less than 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, and to be where he's at, matches, phenomenal.
He actually has a title.
Yeah, he's a U.S. champ, believe it or not.
Oh, he got the USA belt?
Yeah. He's U.S. champ.
Okay. All right.
Which bring me to my pick. I
Okay.
believe that Logan Paul should win the Elimination Chamber match. Now, don't get me wrong. They may let Drew win it because they're still doing contract negotiations, and they definitely want to let someone of his stature go to a competitor like AEW or something like that. But if you're talking about a story where you can include Damian Priest, you let Logan win by nefarious means, however that may be, letting him pin Kevin Owens or something. He goes to WrestleMania. Seth loses to Logan Paul in one of the biggest upsets in WrestleMania history. And as he's trying to celebrate, Damian cashes in, beats him for the title. He's still the U.S. champion, but he loses the World Heavyweight title that night. Now, Damian can go in, and now you push the LA Knight narrative because he is over with everyone. LA Knight is. And now you give someone that LA Knight can beat and actually give him his chance to shine. I think you put the bet on him at SummerSlam.
Howard, I don't think you like that picture of LA Knight.
I heard of that. He said, "Oh man." Listen, I know he looks like the beginning of a creative character on the WWE video game, but the crowd loves him.
Yeah, he definitely do. He definitely look like a default player.
You look like Prince
when
Benoit a little bit.
Oh
like
Lord.
when you play SmackDown versus Raw, and you know what I'm saying, you start your character up, he definitely look like him right there. That's what they start you out with. That dude right there.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of the old video games, like you said, where you would create stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna take Stone Cold's best, and then I'm gonna put it on Shawn Michaels strippers, and I'm gonna throw my shot jeans, wristwatch, some Timbs on, and that's my wrestling. Hairline looks like he only got about 3 weeks left on that hairline too. But so I like that pitch. How about you, Copy? I know you don't know any of these guys, but looking at them.
I guess the dude over on the left, I take him. He look like he like him play.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
Oh, I take him.
No, so remember, so I'm gonna break his heart, Mark. And go.
What?
KO is the dude that we was talking about a couple weeks back that Logan Paul had faced for the belt, and he hit him with the brass knuckles and didn't take him off.
Oh my god! In the ref saw.
I was like, 1, 2, what's that on your hand? He was like,
Disqualified.
I changed my pick. I go with Logan Paul.
I think I'm gonna take Bobby Lashley. I'm gonna take Bobby Lashley.
So and that's cool. Bobby, he's in a he's in a faction with the Street Profits right now. They got B-Fab. They took off the shelf, took out of catering. Like, hey, quit eating that scone. Come out here and walk around with us. And we forget Bobby is what, 48 years old.
Jesus.
I don't think we want Bobby to keep fighting.
WWE don't got no business plan tonight?
Retirement?
Yeah, they just be wrestling until they.
They bet.
This guy in the ring.
You see the Rock still out there, right?
But The Rock moved forward. Listen, The Rock left the wrestling ring for a long time because that Hollywood check hit different. That movie money is something else. And him and his ex-wife, man, they out there making moves, buying football teams and stuff.
XFL.
Yeah. And so now, if you're a regular wrestler, you're contracted. So technically, you're not an employee of the WWE. You are a contracted wrestler, and you only get money. You get whatever they pay you, and you get so much off your merch sales. But you got to jump through a lot of hoops to make enough money to even consider, hey, I don't want to wrestle no more and retire. Yeah, that don't work like that. Ain't no retirement plan.
Yeah, most of these guys don't know how to. They're better now. They really don't know how to save their money because they think they're going to be doing this. They're going to have this fame forever. Like they're going to have this forever. Not realizing that best case scenario, I'm someone like Ric Flair to do it for 30, 40 years, like a regular job. See how he ended up over at AEW, still accepting jobs and for a few shekels because he didn't spend his money well.
Not to mention they really don't want you to make any money outside of what they give you. There was this uproar about right during the pandemic where a lot of wrestlers, because there was no audiences and nothing to do, they went to streaming, like they were doing Twitch and all this stuff, playing video games and stuff. And WWE was like, nope, not if it's not for us. You can't make your own money. The one girl that said unionize the wrestlers, they let her go immediately. They brought her back, but they proved the point. Like a lot of these cats know that this is it for me. And so when they get in this business, there's not a lot of financial revenue unless you're one of those ones that go over. I know he's not a big time wrestler for a lot of us anymore, but The Miz had a smart business strategy. He married somebody with potential, and they got their own TV show, and he was doing all those movies. People can say what they want, but he's set. He's one of the main ones that are. And we'll see it as, time goes on, because I know we're going to talk about this later. Life in wrestling without Vince McMahon, it doesn't just affect the McMahons. There's a lot of wrestlers that are still around because Vince McMahon just liked you for you.
It's gonna affect everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's pocket's gonna be hurt about that most.
Well, we know TKO, which is the father company of UFC, they're known not to be the fighters. That's the whole reason that the other Paul, not Logan Paul, but the other one that boxed, who I cannot remember, he tried to do his fighter league because these UFC guys are getting knocked off, and they get paid. Some of those people on the lower card are getting paid like $2,000 a fight to get your face caved in, and you got to pay manager, your camp, taxes. It's all said and done. They might end up with $2,500 in their pocket in hopes of getting there. So I agree. I'm all for people. I agree wrestlers should have a union, and I think boxers and UFC fighters should have a union as well. But that's a whole nother show. But Gerald's right. They don't really have the ability to take these opportunities because they don't have the revenue sharing with some of the other franchises like the NBA, where players get 50% of the revenue. Like Vince for a long time was like, nah, this is my money, and it's as simple as that. What's the song? What's Shane's song? Come the money. Here come the money.
And if Vince would have listened to Shane, they'd have made a whole lot more money. That's why I sent you that on some of the ideas that Shane McMahon was trying to get at Vince, and he turned down. The whole thing before UFC became what it was. Shane McMahon tried to get Vince McMahon to purchase the UFC before it became what it was now. He also tried to get him to do a streaming platform like Netflix for the WWE before it came out, and he was like, nah. So you imagine if they would have cashed in on those two ideas alone.
Yeah, they would have been out of here. Definitely would have been out of here.
Yeah, Vince has definitely been his own downfall, and the fact that he's still relatively successful from all the mistakes that he's made that literally hindered the business. It's amazing that it's still around. What if you guys think about this clip? Because I still think there's some meat on the bone. This whole Rock, even if he can't physically go, maybe he can be representative. So look at this clip here and tell me if y'all feel like you're taking some shots at The Rock.
There are people that went out there and tried to assert their authority when they don't really have any. Because here's the thing, I really don't care where you sit. There's one thing that is abundantly clear here, whether people like them or they don't like them, the answers come from one place and one place only, and right now you are looking at him. So let me just say this, in the main event of WrestleMania 40, the biggest WrestleMania of all time, Roman Reigns will defend his undisputed WWE Championship. In the main event, against Cody Rhodes.
There was some veiled heat. You potentially see maybe Triple H sending someone like maybe Randy Orton. They've got that history of legacy. You never got to see Randy Rock one-on-one. We didn't see that tag team match. Do you think someone like Randy could face Rock and not want to give him something to do?
I mean, it's possible. They've still been really careful with Randy Orton just after, coming back from the back surgeries and things of that nature. So to see if Randy can kind of carry the Rock through a match, and I know that's so hard to say, but it's true. The Rock, he's not in wrestling shape. And as someone come back from injury, try to carry him through a match, I think it's plausible. Randy is a consummate professional when it comes to wrestling, so it's plausible. But yeah, I think it worked well. And also, I think Cal had mentioned a point that you could agree when it comes to pushing weight around. Now that Triple H is essentially pushed back in that promo, once The Rock wrestles and goes back into his authoritative role, he can come into his office as the executive and be like, "Who's your daddy?" We're talking about a play between two people, one who can't wrestle and one who's in charge. And now you make the corporate faction again, and you make the people's faction. It can write itself.
I think I changed everything that I said. I think all of this was set up from the beginning. I think they knew it was going to be a backlash of pulling Cody out. It was going to give it some press run. Then they were going to change it. I think it got more press run by The Rock stepping in, saying he was taking it back. And then now him changing his mind. Because I wouldn't even have followed it if that didn't happen. If it was just Cody Rhodes against Roman Reigns, a regular person that don't know anything that's going on, I wouldn't have followed it. Also, as I'm looking at this, I looked at that slap. I looked at what Triple H just said. I seen The Rock move. He's not that good of an actor. This is real. I think it's some acting. This is real. Like that slap was acting, but it's realness to it. And I think this was making him pull it off good. I don't think this is all acting. What y'all think about that?
I think you could be right. Go ahead, Mars.
No, I think you're absolutely right, and that's why it doesn't seem like funny Rock. I think he's legit mad because in his head, he said, "I took time away from my busy schedule to come down and give you guys The Rock at WrestleMania, risk my well-being, and you want to see Cody Rhodes, Goldust, little brother, Stardust? You want Stardust over." So I think a lot of what he's saying when he's like, "You guys are dumb, you guys don't see big picture." He was going for that reaction when he was at Las Vegas at the press conference. He was like, "You don't think this will be the biggest match of all time?" And he was like, "Boo!" He was like, "You don't think that the Bloodline is the most important?" And they were like, "Boo!" You could see he was legitimately hurt, and now he's doing his best that he can to make wine out of salad out of chicken shit for less more. But you're absolutely right. You're nail on the head. This is real animosity that The Rock has right now because his ego has been crushed. That guy with the bad tattoo on his neck is more desired than he is. That's a horrible tattoo. I'm sorry. That shit is.
I wouldn't have recommended it, but hey, what do I know?
Yeah, Mars, like you just said, man, I think you're right. I think the Rock's ego is definitely in a way. I think how everybody thought that when they spun it for him and the Roman, I thought everybody thought that everybody's gonna be all right, yeah, happy, and then everybody said, "Nah, like this ain't the road that we want to go." And then now they're like, "All right, we gotta figure something out." So now you gotta go heel, and now he's going heel, and then now people still on his neck. So be honest with you, I don't know where you go from this. If you do WWE, like, what do you do with The Rock? Like,
you ham him up.
Yeah,
you ham up. So y'all think about it from this standpoint, but I think y'all were right. and I'm gonna bring up Black Adam because we brought it up. What made Black Adam fail was The Rock's ego.
Mhm.
He wanted to be in charge because he wanted this, this, and this. And when they seen that this is how he's gonna be, they cut him off. So now when you look at it from that standpoint, his ego tends to get in the way. Like y'all say, I would push that narrative. I would make that the fact that his heart is hurt, his ego come. Now that can translate with him in his authoritative role as a heel, like Kyle said. Push the narrative that he's in charge, he's in line to be the next Vince McMahon, or they put it he who will not be named, as they say in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And so, that kind of works itself out. Also, utilize his daughter. His daughter's a wrestler for NXT, but clearly they have her in the general manager role because either A, they have nothing to create her for, or B, she keeps getting hurt in the ring. So you really want to push it and make him booed. Nepotism. Adam Pearce, you've been resulted to NXT and have his daughter or move the other guy to the Raw and have his daughter run the SmackDown where the Bloodline resides. Now she's the general manager of SmackDown and her dad is the director of the board. It writes itself, like y'all said. I think it'd be perfect.
And that's a good way to get Nick Aldis back in the ring. Like, Nick, you've been doing a fantastic job, but I know you've always wanted to be a WWE performer, so we're gonna have my daughter take your job, and you can go, wrestle solo or something like that. You're absolutely right. It could make Rock, if done right, be the most hated personality in all of professional wrestling.
Do you think how The Rock did Cody Rhodes would have affected his like movies? Like, do you think people would have had hatred so much if he played their role that if he came out with a movie they wouldn't watch it because of how he pulled Cody Rhodes out? I want to know if that had a part of their thinking.
No, they're not going to watch The Rock movies because they suck. It has nothing to do with it. With
trying to get his cats up.
He ain't lying. Nah, Mars not lying. Mars not lying.
He's a terrible actor. Even when he was doing that, when you're talking about my blood, I was like, damn, Vin Diesel might be a better actor than The Rock. I never thought I would say that, but The Rock is a terrible actor. So yeah, if anything, this is going to bring. I noticed whenever his movie career starts to take a lull, he comes back to WWE.
Yeah,
that sparks his interest, and now people want to go see his movie. So it's perfectly calculated. I don't think anything's done a mistake, and I agree with you. I think this was known all along that hey, if you come and take Cody's spot, the reaction is going to be enough to just now everybody.
Right, and remember, he has a movie that's supposed to be coming out this year.
Who, The Rock?
Fast X Part 2. Remember, we just saw Part 1 last, and he was in the ending credits of Fast 10 Part 1. I was like, why are we still making these? So he's gonna be in the next one.
He only got one movie coming out.
Well, you know that Hollywood strike delayed a lot of movies. He has Moana coming out. If anybody cares, anyone has little kids at home, Moana.
The live action?
No. He's doing a Moana 2. He's doing a live action one. But in November, they're doing an animated Moana 2. That I don't know how you make a sequel to that. They kind of figured it out the first time.
She saved the island. The lady went back to damn sleep. What are we doing? Man, my kids gonna be talking about they want to go. Mm-hmm.
Question for you guys real quick. So obviously we know about everything that's going on with Vince McMahon and all that nature. Do you think The Rock might be making a push to possibly, you know what I'm saying, buy the WWE and be the head man in charge?
I don't think he's going to buy it because he's got money, but he doesn't have KO money. And I think what he will do after the success of WrestleMania 40, I think they're going to name him the chairman of the board and give him even more power and more stock. So while I don't think he'll own it, the amount of power that he's going to have, that writes a story itself to be like, my family was coconuts crushed on our head. Kind of, Vince did a little racist stuff back then. And now my family runs this joint. There's so many levels that they can do there. So yeah, I think part of his deal, I think he helped bring Netflix on the table because he has that relationship with Netflix. In exchange, they gave him ownership of his name, which is worth millions, and they gave him 30 million in stock, which obviously the stock has the ability to grow. They gave him a position on the board. His best friend is Nick Khan, the current CEO. They're like childhood friends. I could see Nick Khan as the CEO, him as the chairman of the board, Triple H the head of creative, and then working together to really take WWE to the next level. Because I do think in real life he does have respect for Triple H. They grew up cutting their teeth together. In the 90s, it was Triple H versus Rock. In the 2000s, it was Triple H versus Rock. They're like linked together. So that's what I brought this in when I say trust Triple H. I believe they're gonna take it to another level. How perfect at WrestleMania 40 and Roman Reigns at sale. I think it's gonna be extra large. It's gonna be a huge WrestleMania.
Okay. So, is this the first WrestleMania that is 2 nights back to back, or?
No, they've been doing this 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, so about 4 years they've been doing it 2 nights, which is dope because you don't have to cram it all. 10 matches in one night is a lot, so you can make it a whole weekend. Watch night 1, rest, recover, watch night 2, and I think it just makes it bigger and better. And they get to sell out the arena twice, so you double up your money.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So the final hit of the night before we let go. I don't think I am who I want to win the chamber, but for me, I would love to see LA Knight. Although after Kyle roasted him, maybe he should aim that Logan Paul instead. But I think LA Knight deserves a shot. I just don't see how they squeeze this story into that. And that's another person that I can see Damian beating after him beating Seth and making him even more popular as he chases over. Because obviously, Cody's going to end up making that move over to SmackDown. They're going to need another finish to take place on Raw, and I can totally see LA Knight being that guy, although his picture is so flattering.
Wow.
He looks like he sells used cars and energy.
Like he drive a white van.
Oh God! Get in the car, yeah. So, fellas, that is it. That is it. We have run out of time, man. We're gonna have to do this again, very, very soon. So before we go, I want to give a special thanks to my man Justin. Justin, you are always welcome anytime, bro. You are insightful. I love your point of view and questions that you brought. Kyle, of course, you bring back the reality. You crush dreams like nobody ever.
Go ahead, Kevin Hart. Go ahead, man. My fault, man. Listen, I just came back from the Cat Williams show yesterday in Atlantic City, so my fault. I got some jokes.
That's messed up.
Oh Lord.
So, yeah.
We're gonna make them wear a dress in this episode because we know you want to wear a dress. We know you want to wear. Please let people know where they can find you.
Cal Jones Sports Unfiltered. Blow the Whistle Sports. I said it right this time, Mars. The Den, TikTok, Cal Jones 813. You may find me in Big Drill in Dallas. After Dark, politicking as usual. All punishment. We everywhere.
Yes, sir. Big Gerald, please let people know where they can find you.
Come on now. Facebook at Gerald Williams, Instagram Leroy J 1117. You always can find me with my bros down in the den. The Two Horseman Podcast. We trying to take over this wrestling business game. Down in the den after dark. We need to do another politicking as usual because
Yes.
this political landscape is hilarious. And I was just telling one of my dudes, I thought that church politics was horrible, man. They ain't got nothing on U.S. politics. These jokers are hilarious, but you can always find with my bros. This was fun, man. And I had a good time. Cal is the ultimate anti-hero when it comes to wrestling. he'll fight with you, but he'll kill if necessary.
People are older than our parents, man. They still out there.
You're like Randy Orton. I remember him when I was a child. Why is he still out there?
I just want to say thank you to y'all fellas, man, for allowing me to be on y'all platform. You know what I'm saying? Thank
Oh,
you, man. I
most
appreciate
definitely,
it.
man.
I appreciate it.
Always, brother.
I appreciate it, man.
Anytime. And guys, we thank you guys so much for tuning in to the the Two Horseman Podcast. I had a little bit of drink earlier, so excuse me.
It's all good, man.
Back very soon. There's so much going on. We're gonna be back. We might have to combine Two Horseman politicking as usual and put Trump and Biden in a steel cage. And I think instead of voting, we should just have them in a steel cage, and whoever wins should be president. I think that works.
He tear the whole hip out like Shane McMahon did.
old ass folks. But guys, we will be back very soon. Thank you guys for waiting for us for our little hiatus. We won't keep you waiting again that long. We're going to make sure we get you at least an episode every week, especially as we travel down to that road to WrestleMania. I promise we'll have some AEW news soon as they do something worthy of talking about. Get a lot of crap over there in AEW.
We won't be talking about them then. Yes.
We don't talk about good stuff, but maybe we'll see Mercedes Moné pretty soon. So I threw that in. That's all we get. But until next time, we end every episode on the Two Horseman Podcast the same way, and I got a special guest to say those magic words for us. So as we end every episode, I got one word to tell you.
Booker T, we've seen the intensity of the matches here tonight, and I expect the same thing is going to happen in this four-quarter match.
Let me tell you something, Gene Oken. You out here talking about a clique. The only clique you need to know about is the Harlem Heat and Sister Sherry. See, because what you dealing with here is the brotherhood. It's nonstop from this point on in WCW. We take what we want, and after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
I should point out for the record, Stevie Ray, look at this. Take a look. We're talking about the
The way he knew he messed up. The way.
I love to get Booker. I love to get Booker T on here just to play that so he can laugh.
Like, what's
We
going
got
on,
no question for you,
man?
Book. We just wanted to play this. That was the look when you know you got fired. Where you like, oh, man.
He looked devastated.
Did you see how fast his hands came up?
Yeah, you
You're gonna use that. Oh damn! Oh damn!
I'm on TV.
Who gonna pay for this blade haircut after I'm done?
And what was he talking with his top down?
They just got out of a match.
Oh, okay.
Oh, to the day I die, that's gonna be my funniest moment of wrestling.
Oh boy, every minute of it was hilarious.
He was killing it too. To that last park, he was just about to park it home, and then went right into the garage.
Listen, did you see Sherry's face? Sherry, it's okay. I say nigga all the time when y'all ain't paying attention.
Oh, and it's ironic that Hogan got in the N-word controversy. That's just the beautiful irony of the world.
Oh my God.
As we always ask, please like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications on so when we drop another episode, you'll be the first to tune in. This is Two Horseman Podcast. Yeah. Coming for you, nigga.